Hi everyone, I am Thilakavalli, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, K.S.Rangasamy College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Tiruchengode. So today I am going to discuss about the topic Big Data. So before entering into the Big Data, let us have a small introduction about Big Data. The term Big Data was first used by John Massey in 1990. Mostly organizations or companies use the term Big Data in order to achieve the vast amount of data in multiple formats from multiple resources in order to achieve the company's fulfillment. So next we see about what is data and big data. Data is nothing but collecting the raw form in order to extract the information, whereas big data extremely large and complex data set. It is very difficult to manage, store, analyze by using the traditional methods. In data, the data will be ranges from smaller to large data sets, whereas in big data, the data will be measured in petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes and so on. So in data, it can be handled by using the database management systems and tools, whereas in big data, the specialized resources are by using the tools and technologies such as Hadoop and Spark. So now let us see the definition of big data. Big data is nothing but it is the term for collecting the large data sets that are so large and complex, which is very difficult to manage, to process using the traditional database methods. So the data may be ranges from bits, bytes, terabytes, megabytes, gigabytes up to yottabytes. So here there are few examples of big data like Facebook, Yahoo, Twitter, eBay, etc. So let us discuss about the simple example of big data. For example, let us assume approximately 40 exabytes of data generated by every month from a single smartphone user. Then assume what about 5 million users in the world using a smartphone user for a single month. So this massive amount of data, we called it as big data. So let us have another example. What about the data generated per minute on the internet? So 2.1 million data are generated in Snapchat, 3.8 million data in Google, 1 million data in Facebook, then similarly in YouTube and email. So these are the huge amount of data. We call these data as a large amount of data. So next we see the importance of big data. So importance of big data includes enhanced decision making, the business strategies will be improved, revenue streams are generated. So repeatedly we are saying the vast amount of data. How we are going to classify these big data as big data? This is possible with the help of 5 V's. First one, velocity, volume, variety, veracity and value. These collective 5 V's we call it as a characteristics of big data. So first we see about volume. So volume is nothing but how much data is going to be generated. So the vast amount of data is going to be generated in the range from terabytes to petabytes, petabytes to exabytes, exabytes to zettabytes, zettabytes to yottabytes. Next we see about velocity. Velocity is nothing but the vast amount of data, so equalized speed should be followed. So the vast amount of data, in the sense we know that large amount of data, according to that data we have to improve the speed. So that is the velocity of data. So next one is variety is nothing but different forms of data. So the data will be in different formats. These different formats is categorized into types of big data. What are the types of big data? The types of big data is nothing but it can be categorized into structured data, unstructured data and semi-structured data. First we see structured data. Structured is nothing but it is a well-defined format organized in a way that is very easy to access and analyze. Next one is semi-structured. Semi-structured is nothing but it is a combination of both structured and unstructured data. Next one is unstructured data. Unstructured data is nothing but data lacks a predefined format, which means it doesn't follow any structured method. For example, audio, video, images, etc. Next one is veracity. So veracity is nothing but the correct, accurate data. So the accurate data is going to help us to follow the process. So without correct information we can't able to store the data. So there is no use of storing the data without correctness data. Next one is value. So value in the sense mechanism to bring correct meaning out of data. So that is the value. These 5 V's we collectively called as characteristics of big data. So I hope you can get the idea about big data. Thank you.